Well, I've been accused of what? Abuse of official capacity.
Yes, sir.
Not many public officials are smiling when they walk out of a jail cell, but when Matt Wiggins was busted 2 years ago for allegedly misusing Kemah water funds, he clearly thought the whole thing was baloney.
You can indict a bologna sandwich. A DA can if they have a pulse. So I got indicted, and then they gave me a bologna sandwich.
For these violations, the commission has voted to assess a sanction against Mr. Wiggins the amount of $1,000.
Wiggins has since been found guilty of misconduct by the Texas Ethics Commission, and he awaits this month's criminal trial in Galveston, which promises to unveil another nasty chapter in this tourist town's never-ending political wars.
Hey, Wayne, how you doing, man? Miss you.
But during that touching interview outside jail, Matt Wiggins had a message for taxpayers. The real corruption in Kemah, he claimed, involved his arch political nemesis Carl Joyner, the mayor when the remodeling projects were approved.
They'll understand how much money we lost on the City Hall addition that Carl Joyner and Duratech stole from us during that process. They'll understand that.
The mayor when the project was finished was Terry Gale, at the time a Wiggins ally, and she wanted a criminal investigation, alleging Joyner had somehow secreted away incriminating documents as part of some kind of plot.
His actions betray his own Team Kemah platform. I can assure you that Team Carl is all that matters to Carl.
Wiggins' friends on City Council voted to hire a law firm to prove that Joyner did something wrong. The alleged City Hall scandal was used as just one of the excuses to strip power away from Joyner once he became mayor and to silence him at council meetings.
I'm going to make a motion to table mayor's comments until the first meeting in June.
Second.
That was January of this year. But Kemah City Council clearly did not like the results of the law firm's first final report on their investigation of the alleged corruption. They wanted to keep it secret. The tab for Kemah taxpayers at the time was about $7,200, but climbing. Joyner protested his reputation was being wrongly ruined.
I was accused of stealing money, and the contractor was accused of stealing money, and I know that didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's final.
Not even close to the final report.
Well, let's get on and get it done then.
No, I agree we should do it in a timely manner. I agree
Yeah,
with
but
that.
this has been hanging on for a long time.
Absolutely.
And it's ridiculous.
I absolutely agree with
Okay?
you on.
We're hurting people here.
A second report was completed, and City Councilwoman Teresa Vasquez Evans made major claims about what it found.
We can't find money. We're missing money.
So we waged a fight to make the report public to see if money was truly missing. But Kemah City Council and their lawyer kept saying no. Hello? Councilman Doug Meisinger wasn't just throwing gavels during meetings. He demanded the lawyers just keep looking, and he wanted them to interview Matt Wiggins. We've been detailing Meisinger's cozy relationship with Wiggins for a long time. Remember Wiggins calling him the sex doctor? The councilman lives and works on Wiggins' property, yet he reports no conflicts of interest. Kemah City Council got yet another report from Lewis and Briscoe in March of this year, more than a year after the first one, and the cost of the City Hall investigation had ballooned between all the law firms to more than $74,000. Yet more secrecy. Former Mayor Joyner now has an ongoing lawsuit against his own city, trying to get the records released. But now the secrecy is over, and the Kemah City Council can try, but they can't stop us from showing you the truth. That's why we're ordering up some eggs, because there are plenty of faces in Kemah that should be plastered with them. For 2 years, Mayor Joyner had faced a social media campaign in town suggesting he was some kind of thief. We're the first to call out real corruption when we see it, but this investigation in Kemah turned out to be a colossal waste of money. Quoting, "There is no information to verify any of the concerns or accusations raised by Terry Gale." Councilwoman Evans was among a number of folks who claimed Joyner did not disclose his previous business relationship with Duratech, the company that did the job. Joyner runs an architectural firm. From the report, quoting, "This allegation is clearly false and immaterial."
You know, I need to disclose, as an architect, I've done numerous projects with Duratec.
The audio tape of that council meeting in 2017 also shows the result of bids that some had falsely claimed never even happened. Councilwoman Evans and Matt Wiggins were both on city council back then.
Duratec was lowest on fee. They had the most experience.
Wiggins was in fact the council member who moved to hire Duratec as construction manager in the first place.
I'll make a motion we select Duratec.
But one of the biggest complaints was that Kemah overpaid Duratec for the work they did on City Hall and the parking lot and on restrooms, that they scammed the city. From the report, quoting, "There is no factual or legal merit to the general concern that Duratec failed to gain approval for expenditures before or during construction. But did Kemah taxpayers pay more than they should have? Well, actually, the answer is yes. And wait till you hear how much." Quoting, "If there is any indication of an overpayment, outside of council's approval, the overpayment appears to be, are you ready? 2 cents. What about those complaints about the cost of the city parking lot improvements? Quoting, "A review of the documents provided to us showed the amount the city paid Duratec is exactly the budgeted cost." The report also clears Joyner's wife, Colleen, who helped buy furniture for the renovated City Hall as part of a design committee. Quoting, "In short, there is no evidence to suggest Colleen Joyner submitted the furniture order, much less purchased the furniture through a shell company as previously rumored. There is also no evidence to suggest the city paid Colleen Joyner for her services on either committee. The Joyners even faced allegations in town that they had swiped trees meant for Kemah's parking lot renovation landscaping to put in their own yard. That allegation, the lawyer said, also had no factual or legal merit. It kind of looks like Councilman Meisinger and others on council wanted to keep this report a secret to use it as some kind of political weapon, to dirty up with unanswered allegations if Joyner ran for mayor again this year.
The City Council and Kemah Public Facilities Corporation, I'm going to call to order.
He didn't, and now Robin Collins is the mayor. She ran unopposed. The Texan reported a few days ago that Wiggins helped Collins get a mortgage on one of the properties she owns. And she's clearly not a fan of us, calling our camera that shows up at their public meetings disgusting.
I find that camera disgusting. And I bet if you went and you talked to anybody that Wayne Dolcefino video was aimed at, they would say the same thing.
Get over it, Mayor Collins. Reports like this should never have been kept from Kemah voters because they paid for the damn thing. How about some transparency for a change?
I agree with everything that's just been said. I will say this was a very interesting day. This day did not go the way I thought it would.
Thanks, Doug.